it's a great privilege to be a member of the order. A privilege both personally, because of what it's done for me, but more importantly, what it's enabled me to do for others.
It's allowed me to deepen my faith in ways that I never thought I'd have an opportunity to do.
The Order of Malta, to me, is a centering point in my life. It's provided me spirituality. I guess that's the best way to put it. I go nonstop all day long, but you have to find the time to sit down and think what you're doing in life. And that's what it's all about.
The Sovereign Military Order of Malta, commonly known as the Order of Malta, is a lay religious order of the Catholic Church that dates back to the time of the Crusades. The order was founded in Jerusalem in the year 1099 by Brother Gerard. He opened and operated a hospital in Jerusalem for the pilgrims who had been attacked on their pilgrimage to the Holy Land. Gradually, the order took on a military function. They assembled a powerful military fleet, patrolling the eastern seas and engaging in several celebrated battles. Their battles defending the island of Rhodes and later the island of Malta are legendary. The knights had a rule. After returning from battle, they would feed the patients first, white bread on silver plates, before they would feed themselves. Today, there are nearly 11,000 knights and dames in 54 countries around the world. True to its original mission of serving the poor and the sick, the Order of Malta sponsors hospitals and clinics worldwide, and the white 8-pointed cross, known as the Maltese Cross, is immediately identified with international efforts to serve the poor, the malnourished, and victims of warfare and natural disasters around the world. There are 3 associations of the order in the United States: the American Association in New York, the Western Association in California, and the Federal Association in Washington, D.C. The Federal Association was formed in Washington in 1974 with 9 original knights. Today, there are over 700 members. They live in Washington, Baltimore, Charlotte, Chicago, Kansas City, New Orleans, and several other cities nationwide. Members gather for First Friday Mass in several cities, and there are weekend retreats and days of reflection throughout the year.
Certainly there's a great feeling of community. We meet on a regular basis. Usually it's the first Saturday of the month. Attend Mass, morning Mass, then say the Rosary as a group, and then have a short meeting.
While it is an honor to be invited to join the order, when one joins, one assumes certain responsibilities. And that's a very important thing, I think, for people who are considering the invitation to join, to realize that they are taking on a responsibility of service. And it's very, very important.
All across the country, knights and dames volunteer at one of over 24 personal service projects sponsored by the Federal Association. Soup kitchens, health clinics, assisted living facilities, Christmas in April, and other programs serving the poor and the sick are visited each month by members of the Federal Association.
We are committed to serving the poor and the sick and the disadvantaged. When I go to the nursing home, we take donuts and cookies and serve coffee. And on Wednesdays, we go to the soup kitchen.
Each effort you make to reach out to others actually deepens you as a human being, deepens your ability to understand. But to devote some of that time to somebody else is immensely rewarding.
I think that those members of the Order of Malta have a conviction in their heart that they want to work with the poor themselves. They want to be hands-on. They want to participate as part of their faith. They want to be the hands of Christ.
Well, I feel like I'm doing the Lord's work.
Besides hands-on service of the members, the Federal Association also has an extensive grants program. Each year, millions of dollars worth of food, medicines, medical equipment, and other relief supplies are distributed to the poor in this country and overseas. The Grants Committee carefully reviews dozens of requests each year and works hard to leverage its funds many times over.
The Grants Committee is one of the most visible and demonstrative signs of the generosity of our members.
Perhaps the greatest combination of spirituality and service is the Order's annual pilgrimage to Lourdes.
The sick and the elderly and the infirm, we pull them around in their carts while we're there so that they can get to the different sites and participate in the different events that are there and go to the baths and the masses and the prayer ceremonies and the other things that you can do. But really, when you think about it, they're leading us in a very special way.
To watch these people change from focusing on their illness to focusing on the spiritual side of their life is so dramatic.
There are miracles that occur there every single day, and I call them their miracles of the heart, because we see individuals whose whole attitude, their whole psychology changes, and that is just great.
The Order has remained true to its original mission of defending the faith and serving the poor and the sick for over 900 years. Its members are busy people, often leaders in their field. They are serious about their Catholic faith and sincere in their desire to bring relief to the less fortunate.
I think all the members have as their basis for becoming a member of the Order of Malta that they want to help people.
I became a member because I wanted to associate myself with these men and women who have devoted so much of their time not only to their own faith, but also to helping others.
The Order has, in many ways, changed my life dramatically.
So many of the knights and dames who preceded me inspire me to want to give witness to my faith every day, not just among my friends, but among strangers, among people who need the help of others, among people who are just less fortunate than I am.